Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today is day 23 of my 31 challenge. If you're joining me for the first time, thank you for coming aboard. I'm doing this challenge to try and help myself improve in my discipline, consistency, reliability, and force myself outside of my comfort zone and learn to be more comfortable speaking in front of a camera, especially in one-on-one settings such as this. Today is the 23rd day. I'm finding it better, I think. I hope it's getting easier for me to fill the 10 minutes with speech. If you're joining me again and you've come back, welcome back, guys. Welcome back. We made it. Day number 23, we're here. Consistently as well, It's about 10:30 today. I'm hoping I can clear the Wi-Fi and have a fast upload and be done before midnight. So yeah. Here we go, I guess. Yesterday was a fun day. I enjoyed recording yesterday, talking about my family and one of my old childhood stories. Today I wanted to talk about a few different things. I think one topic that I want to talk about. Wait, first I need to talk about the day. Today has been a it's been an interesting day. That's all I can really put on it. It's not great because I didn't do what I wanted to do again, but do you ever really do everything you want to do? Do you have a complete life? Like, do you ever just, or is it just me who doesn't? I don't know. But yeah, today's been an interesting day. I've been really doing a lot of management today. I've had to really do a lot of planning and figuring out what I'm doing for Christmas exactly. Even though, I should know by now, but yeah, just figuring out the logistics, whatever that sounds, it sounds nice. So I was figuring out the logistics of what I had to do, you see. No, but yeah, I wanted to talk about, right, I had my prop, but I don't know where I put it, but I had Cadbury's donuts. Cadbury's caramel donuts, right? And it made me think of a topic which is basically growing up, right? As a kid personally, I used to love like certain foods, but I feel like the limited access to my favorite foods made them my favorite. Because as soon as I started making my own money and had a job and started buying these things for myself, I feel like I've ruined everything. I feel like I've ruined every favorite food for myself, and I'm now at a point where I'm just like, it just depends what mood I am, what my favorite is, because like there's nothing that I could have be my standout favorite all the time. I don't know if that's just me or if it's like just cycle of life, or if is that other people? Is anyone else like that, where like maybe you liked Oreos, maybe you loved Oreos. Oreos is that's one of the first things I ruined. I used to love Oreos. And now, yeah, you get the idea. I'm just proper exhausted it. So that was a question and the topic I was thinking about is exhausting foods you love. And do you think it's a point where, because I haven't had like restraint, where some people might buy a pack of biscuits and eat 2, then eat 3, then eat 4, but like space it out. Whereas personally, I would just, the pack is gone. It's gone. I'm eating the whole thing. So yeah, that's why I ruined a lot of my favorite foods. So now I'm at a point where I do try and space things, and if I find something I really like, I need to find a counterbalance to it. So I'm like, okay, cool. This is Mondays, Wednesday. Not this structured, because I wish I was this structured, but I'm not. But it's something like Monday, Wednesday, Friday we'll go with this one. The other days we'll go with this one. That kind of vibe. I need 2 things to balance it out. Otherwise, I know I'm going to exhaust it. Currently, my favorite crisps has to be the barbecue Lay's. Barbecue ribs. No one asked, but I'm just throwing it out there. Favorite crisps. Yeah. I don't care what you have to say. That's the favorite crisp. I got set up by my cousin once. He's like, these are the best crisps in the world. I go buy the crisps, right? Tell me why they taste like... They literally taste sour and spicy, but dry. I don't know if that makes any sense. So you put this thing in your mouth and your tongue shrivels up, yeah? Your tongue shrivels up and then it burns. And this is the best flavor in the world to him. I don't understand. sweet barbecue, right? It's sweet and it's barbecue. It's nice. Like, this is a good experience. Why do I want my tongue to shrivel up? And why do I want to burn? But anyway, each to their own anyway, each to their own. Obviously my birthday was recently, and with my birthday just passing, I feel like it only makes sense to talk about growing up, you know? I feel like I've grown up a lot, and there's certain moments and certain things that change in your perspective that you don't expect to change. Because I was one of those kids, I feel like I thought I knew a lot, and then life just kept being like, I'm gonna show you. So one thing that I feel like recently happened anyway, recently, with COVID, I don't know, there's a time disparity. I'm not sure what recent, I don't know. In the past 4 to 5 years, or 3 to 4 to 5 years, I don't know, one of these points, I've recently started to really, really value and get excited about furniture. This is how now I'm old. So like, I don't know, say I've ordered a coat rack. There's one time I ordered a coat rack because I didn't have a coat rack. And it's funny because these things don't mean anything to you when you're a kid, but you get older and they become more than just like ornaments, and they become like actual things that make your life easier. And that's when I realized, okay, yeah, I think I'm getting old, because I start to appreciate things like that so much. So I've got like a desk that goes on my bed, like a bed desk. And it's one of my favorite things ever. But you know, don't get me wrong, I'm not like completely old. I still like normal stuff. But that's just little things that I've started to enjoy, which is weird. And makes me realize that, yeah, I think I'm getting old. But who knows? But yeah, I did get a year older, so maybe that's why I'm just deep in it. But it's really cool at the same time, because you start to understand why your parents were the way they were, why bedtime exists. I'm a prime example. Me being late doing these videos all the time is a prime example of why you need a bedtime. Like, just different things, why they did things the way they did, even like food shops. Now that I understand, if you don't do a food shop, then you're kind of like buying food every day, which means you don't really have a plan, which makes it really hard to budget. So you're kind of just all over the place with your organization because you don't have a food shop. And when you go to the shops, yeah, if you go without a direction, that's how they get you, right? My favorite question to ask is, how did they get you, right? And one way I know that they get me, oh yeah, how did they get you means, how did they get the money from you in it? What did they have? Or what circumstance did they catch you in? Or what situation were you in where they were able to get it from you? Like, how did they get you? So, you know, one way I know that they get me is that I'll go to the shops when I'm hungry and I don't have a plan. And they'll display all their foods and it smells so nice and it looks so good. And even though it's one meal and it won't help me tomorrow or the day after, I just buy it. You know what I mean? You may as well. So I just buy it. And then I end up in a situation where I'm hungry later on and I'm having to go back and make the same journey because I didn't make the right decisions. So yeah, organization in terms of like, wait, how did I even get here? I'm a bit all over the shop today. Oh yeah, understanding your parents in the food shop. Right. This is why I need to sleep more, because I'm just forgetting what I'm saying. But yeah, understanding your parents and just figuring out that, you know, certain things that they did really do make your life better. They make your life easier. So that's something I'm trying to incorporate into my own life, is having certain things I saw them do. I'm now really, really, really feeling the value of those and trying to incorporate them. Right, I have 50 seconds left. I feel like today's one of those days where I'm out of breath because I've left the heat on for too long, but it's okay. We live and we learn. Next time, I want to talk about the first time that you and your friendships were tested for real. So like the first time you really knew, like, this is my guy. Like, me and this person, like, through thick and thin, come whatever may come, we are gonna handle this. Like, this person has my back. So I've got a cool story, a funny story. Should we call it a nerd story? Are you a nerd if the person's older than you? If the protagonist is like 4 to 5 years older than you, are you a nerd, or is that just like, is it just a kid story? I will call it a kid story because it's not really a nerd situation, but yeah, you'll understand. Okay, that's 10 minutes. But yeah, you'll understand tomorrow. I'll explain it better tomorrow. The motto of the day for today, guys, is one brick at a time. And that means no matter how tall or how high the obstacle is that you're trying to overcome, no matter, you know, what may be in front of you, the one brick at a time for me means, you know, you deal with it one step at a time. You deal with this, you break it down, you break the complex situation down into small, simple tasks, and you work through them until you complete the greater task, you know, one brick at a time. I feel like it's the best approach to have, especially for me, because I like to fill my itinerary with all these amazing things that will make my life so good. And then the concept of it, like the thought of it, is so daunting that I sometimes just will plan myself into not doing anything. So yeah, that's my new well, it's not my new, I feel like I started trying to use it earlier this year, but it is a new motto that I'm trying to like make consistent in my life, which is one brick at a time. But yeah, thank you for watching, guys. Love, peace. I hope you're having a good time with your families as we get closer to Christmas Day. But yeah, love you guys. Peace. Bye.